Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Your friendly neighborhood Coach Pruitt here with you once again with our daily YouTube video. This is for class on Tuesday and Wednesday, January the 19th and the 20th, 2021. So we are coming off of a nice three-day weekend. We just celebrated the birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King. It's the day that we observe that as a holiday. So we did that yesterday. We had a three-day weekend. So we're back in the grind today with a short week. But we'll get back to where we left off last time we were together, which is continuing our discussion on the U.S. Civil War. You guys can see on the screen that I have for you here all the things that you would see if you were here in person. They'd be on the board, and we, of course, put them in the chat at the beginning of each and every class. So we have our essential question for today, our schedule for class, some important announcements, and then some video links, which we will be looking at towards the end of class today. Alrighty, so last time we were together, we were discussing the Civil War, and we were working on some guided notes. We were going over part A and B of standard number 9. We are going to continue that today and continue our discussion by covering parts C and D. I don't think we'll make it to E today. So 9C is all about important people, and 9D is all about important battles. So again, guys, if it were a normal year, if we were all in person, we would be showing you guys a ton of clips. We would have a ton of either movie clips or media about the Civil War. We still want to show those things to you. So our plan for today is to work on our guided notes and go over the things together so Mr. Burrows and I can cover the content with you so we can teach it to you. You can hear us say it. We can fill in our guided notes. That would be what you see here with continuing the guided notes, which is, again, is a part of our task work for this unit. And then our discussion on standard number 9. We'll give you guys hopefully the last 20 to 30 minutes of class to go and view these video clips. There are 4 video clips we want you to watch. I think one of them is 7 minutes. The rest of them are under 4. So that's kind of our plan for today. We do have a couple of announcements, and I want to share those announcements with you guys now. So remember that January the 27th is the end of first semester. That is a little over a week from today. That is when grades become official. That is when grades are due. Mr. Burrows and I have to turn in our grades by next Wednesday at midnight. That is like the absolute deadline for us. We can't wait any longer than that. Because Mr. Burrows and I like to get things done early to make sure that all of our technology is handled, everything's been turned in completed, we can check and double check. We are going to submit grades a week from today before we leave the building. We are going to turn in those grades. That way we're done. Now, we will still accept your grades and accept late work, missing work, makeup work, tests, retakes, whatever the case may be. We will still accept those up until 12 o'clock. Well, we're going to say 1 o'clock, sorry. 1 o'clock on Wednesday the 27th. If you send us any work after 1 p.m. on Wednesday the 27th, it will not be put into the grade book for first semester. We will not be changing grades after 1 o'clock next Wednesday. We've been telling you guys that for a week now. You're going to have a full another week of this announcement every day. We expect that you know it, so there shouldn't be anybody who says, oh, I didn't know what the deadline was. I didn't know when we had to turn things in. We are telling you guys now. We are going to keep telling you, and we have been telling you. Also, just a reminder that if you are in an even class on Friday, we pulled each and everybody into a breakout room and talked to you guys about your grades. If for some reason you think that you logged into Zoom on Friday but got marked as absent, that's because when we pulled you into the breakout room to talk about grades, you weren't actually there, which tells us you logged into your Zoom and then walked away. So we didn't count you as present. Odd classes, we are going to have to try and do this in our schedule. So our plan is to try and split that between Wednesday and Friday. I don't know that we can get to everybody one day, but our plan is to take Wednesday and Friday of this week, and in that back half of class where you guys are watching clips and working on your own, use that time to also pull you guys into breakout rooms, just so we have equal opportunities. We can show everybody their grades, conference everybody about their grades. Hey, here's your average in case you didn't know. Here's what things are missing. Here's what we can do in the next week to get it made up, so on and so on. So that's the plan, guys. Just keep in mind, the 27th by 1 p.m. is the deadline for you to turn in any late, missing, or makeup work. After that, we'll still put it in the grade book, but it's not going to change your semester number 1 grade. Second thing that we just want to announce is just the tentative date for our unit number 4 test, which is February the 2nd and 3rd. our plan, guys, is that we are going to finish up the unit next week. Content-wise, we'll finish it up next week. Take a Monday, Tuesday to review, test on Wednesday and Thursday. I think that's our tentative plan. This could always change. So if you're a person that likes to write dates down, this would be even, this would be odd, if I remember correctly off the top of my head. And then you can see here are our video links for today. All right, so just a reminder on what things we're going to be doing. Remember that if you go, sorry, I was pulling up resources earlier. I forgot to go back to my home screen. That if you go to your Canvas page, okay, and I'll just recap that anytime you need any extra information, you can click on the Tools and Resources button. It's in the second section. Here again, you will find all of our resources for the unit. So for unit number 4, we have our Google Slides presentations. It's just a list of all the Google Slides Mr. Burrows and I have made or found. We have our link to the YouTube unit number 4 playlist, which has videos in it, our standard 8 guided notes, and then standard number 9 and 10 PowerPoints, which we are using in class. So right now, currently in standard 9, I am using on my screen the Civil War PowerPoint and the standard 9 PowerPoint to give you guys the information that you will use to fill in your guided notes. So if for some reason you miss class, check out the standard number 9 PowerPoint followed by the Civil War PowerPoint. You can probably find everything you need to fill in the blanks that are remaining on your guided notes sheet. That being said, just a reminder on how to get to what we're working on today and we'll finish up this week. If you go back to your home screen, go down to the second section, the U.S. History modules, click on the unit number 4 button. It will take you straight into the unit number 4 module. In the unit number 4 module, we are going to be looking at, and finishing up today, the guided notes. So it is in the last section of the module under where it says guided notes. And again, you guys have your standard number 9 guided notes. Now, we worked on this last week, so you should have already figured out, am I going to download this and save it and type on it and edit it? Did I copy and paste this into a Word document or a Google Doc, or am I writing it by hand? Didn't matter to Mr. Burrows and I, but we did this last week. We went over the notes for this section and talked about the Civil War, the beginnings of it, right? The differences between the North and South and the advantages both sides had. And then you guys were supposed to watch the video clips that we gave you about Lincoln and his speeches on your own to fill in these questions. So today in class, we're going to go over this very quickly and then begin filling in these blanks here about these important people from Standard 9C, and then hopefully also get to Standard number 9D and talk about some of the battles for today. But we'll make it as far as we can make it. Very last thing that I want to talk about is Wednesday of this week is obviously Inauguration Day, which is always a big day in U.S. history because we're going to see a new president be inaugurated, sworn into office, and President-elect Joe Biden will become the active president. We want you guys to watch the inauguration. If you are in class with us, so that's going to be Wednesday, that's an odd day. I think it starts sometime during 5th period and will probably continue through lunch into 7th period. We want you guys to watch the inauguration. Obviously, you're at home. We can't force you to do it, but it is a large deal in U.S. history. So what we are going to do is this. Mr. Burrows and I are going to talk today during our planning period. We are going to come up with some type of extra credit opportunity for you guys. It may be that you just need to take a couple notes down on the inauguration. It might be that we ask you to write a short paragraph about what you saw, maybe what you felt with the inauguration. We're not sure yet, but we will let you guys know tomorrow. If you're in our even classes, obviously we won't see you tomorrow on Inauguration Day, so we will either let you know today what our plan is, or we will let you know on Thursday what you need to kind of redo about the inauguration, right? So if you're in our even classes, don't worry, you'll still get the extra credit opportunity. Odd classes, we'll be telling you guys about it tomorrow for sure. And again, guys, it's just a chance for you to earn some extra points by watching the inauguration, which we want you to do. It's a big deal in U.S. history. Okay, so just to wrap up and summarize, today we are going to continue standard number 9. We're going to continue our guided notes on standard number 9. Try to get through 9D, but we'll see how far we make it. We'll recap a little bit from the beginnings of the war, talk about Abraham Lincoln, and then at the end of class, you guys will be watching some video clips on your own just to continue your content, reinforce the things that we've been talking about, and maybe even use them to fill in some other sections of your guided notes. So we will see you guys in class. Have a fantastic day, and catch you on the flip side.